From a twinkle in my daddy's eye to an itch in his scrotum, to swimming like a fish in the ocean, trying to get to the ovum. Now 9 months and 30-something years later, here I am, picture me rolling. Hey, I'm still running these mean streets, believe me. And I'm still stuck in a rut with all the tugs and the tea leaves. I'm still asking forgiveness for sins in my past committed that I know the Holy Father witnessed. Cause I'm tortured daily by thoughts that maybe the Lord forsake me for taking the life of my 2 aborted babies when here I am, still living and breathing, still sinning and stealing, and still trying to figure the reason of why I'm still here and Ray's passed away. He's gone, but not forgotten. He's still living in my heart today. It's hard to take. But even on my darkest days, I'm still alive and kicking, so I really can't complain, because here I am. Thank you. And I started with that just to let you know, like, I mean, we all here. Here you are. Everyone's got their own personal journey. We got to have ups, downs. You know, we go through a bunch of turbulent stuff, just trying to exist, man, on a day-to-day basis. So I grew up as an Irish Catholic. I know that was the first thing you thought when you looked at me. And I owe, really and truly, I owe my life to my mum. She kind of put a foundation in. She set a foundation that even when I got older and I went very far left and incredibly wayward, I think there were times I was doing things I knew they were wrong. And I think it was my mum that had given me that foundation, that kind of moral guidance that stuck with me and kind of saw me out the other side and saw me go in a different direction. So I'm just going to give you a little dedication to my mum. It's called Because of You. You can see this on YouTube. If you type in Tony D, Because of You, and it goes like this. Look, I respect my pops for the fact he's my dad. I love my mum for the fact she had to be my dad. When he upped and left, such a mess, mum depressed, and me, a byproduct of his lust, I guess. He turned walking out before I even learned to walk, and now this type of pain is so difficult to talk about. You didn't consider the facts, man. Honestly, how's a white woman really supposed to raise a black man? But she did it, because she was in it to win it. Way before Mary J. Blige, she showed me love no limit, a love infinite, a type that never dies. I recognize I owe my life to that woman. I'll never sever ties. And set to rise on a quest for a better life, and I put it all down to this woman named Ellen, right? Now I'm supposed to be thanking you, but you gave me life and love. How do I really express my gratitude? I wonder if your heart breaks and if it's hard to take when you look at me sometimes and see my father's face. Car, he wasn't much of a dad to me. But despite your feelings, you never ever badmouthed that man to me. And I know you had to hate him. For times he said he was coming and I cried myself to sleep waiting. And I never blamed him. I held you responsible. So mommy, thank you for your patience. Because now I see the light. You the one that fed me, clothed me, and taught me how to read and write. Told me there's no need to cry. Daddy can't make it, but he's probably got a good reason why. You didn't need to lie. You did just to comfort me. Luckily, was sent to a mom that had love for me. And this message is true. I love you, and I'm glad the universe sent me to you. Thank you. So as I said, just try not to fall over and kill myself. As I said, Mummy put a foundation in, and it really, I guess it helped looking back. But at a particular time, I grew up in southeast London, Elephant and Castle. Some of you may know it. And I can't undersell how normal crime was in my general, I mean, everybody committed crime. The kids committed crime. The adults committed crime. The person who lived up above me, the person who lived next door, the person who lived downstairs. Every single block, and you could get different things from different blocks. Some blocks were known for drugs. Some blocks were known for stolen clothes. Some blocks where you could buy meat, stolen meat. But yeah, it's just the sheer normality of everything. It was just how we became accustomed to it. So it led to certain things, and I led to a certain way of living. And I guess we breached law. Shot cheese drawer, white B and AC fraud. Just to make a mint like Trebor, street wars. See a guy clap with a rebor, the ambulance racing like Nino, Nino. State of emergency, stating it urgently. There's blood running in the streets, the pavements are burgundy. Riding the wave of a crimson tide. And victimized by the sins of pride. This is how we live and die. Repping that team flag. These kids are keep strapped, the game gone sour. Like Skittles in a green bag. Schemes and dreams of dirty cash in a clean jag and flooding road with puff and coke from Angel to East Ham. My city's been real. It's busy in a bit still. We keep it moving. It's like we can't physically sit still. Sitting in the kitchen, fixing up a big meal with vital ingredients, food, digis and cling film. Lord, forgive us for our trespasses. Any man that trespass against us perishes. It's perilous. We dwell in where the devil lives, perched on a precipice of an immense abyss. We starving. It's past hunger. And we just trying to break bread like Christ at the Last Supper. Palms touch, I pray for forgiveness from the saints and the sinners. It's a dangerous business. Thank you. So yeah, I spent a nice period of my life, my formative years, just running around on the road. I met a lot of interesting characters, a lot of interesting people, and I met a young lady a long, long time ago, and when I met her, I knew at one point I would write a song about this young lady. There are some embellishments in this story, but it's based on it's a real story. It's a real person that I used to know, and this song's called Belladonna. Belladonna, she was raised on the blocks then. A people's from St. Anne's, way up in Nottingham. They moved down south and got a place up in Tottenham and thought that'd help them escape from their problems. See, Bella's mummy's only 12 years her senior. She calls Granny Mummy. She calls Mummy Tina. And Tina got a love for that fast life. Succumbed to the roads. She succumbed to that glass pipe. They came to London as a last try to get clean. You mean, you can run, but you can't hide. Back to a cycle of drugs and prostitution. Bella wishing Tina would just stop abusing. So she blames this mess and all these strange events on the shady men that sell drugs and pay for sex. And though there's no way to make amends, she made a solemn vow that she'd take revenge. Belladonna first struck at 15, am I right? Her first victim was easy as pie. He was not quite a boyfriend, but she was kind of seeing a guy and found out that he sold a little weed on the side. So she recruited a couple men from the flats that were well known for brandishing mash. Plan that they hatched. HB got yam from his stash with a gun and about a bag of sand in cash. That money went in a freeway split. So easy. They like, we got to replay this. And believe they did. Different times, different places, all over the smoke, different guys, different faces. Until she's gained a near mythical status. Is she real? Or is she just a whisper on pavements? A phantom, a ghost, just thin air? Well, ask the guys that's left tied up, flat broken, shit scared. Belladonna watched that money stack. A half Italian, half Trinidadian honey trap. Golden brown skin, long hair, legs that went on forever, and green eyes you could drown in. Bella turned a fella's head in a heartbeat. A devil in Stella McCartney. Moved with a sharp team, very thorough. And robbing shotters was their bread and butter. From Eltham to Edinburgh, high-class hood rat. Giving up the good cat till they find out where the money and the goods at. You half naked when they crash the party. Two shotties looking like twins on a Maserati. And that's when you know you've been faked, as you hope and you pray that they don't blow you away. And you tremble as you open your safe, while she just sits there watching, with no emotion showed on her face. Belladonna, the deadliest touch. So beware if you spending them bucks, cause she pretending it's love. In reality, she's setting you up for the cash and the adrenaline rush. Belladonna, Belladonna, the deadliest touch. So beware if you selling them drugs. She's pretending it's lust. In reality, she's setting you up. But what's she doing it in memory of? Belladonna. Thank you. So the reason I'm up here, I guess you can, as you well established already, I didn't stay committing a life of crime. I managed to find music. Writing has always been very therapeutic for me. I never even really wanted to be a rapper, a famous rapper or anything. I just wanted to write and be good. So if anyone heard me, they say, yeah, that Tony, he can rap a little bit. And that was like literally as far as my aspirations went. And then I hooked up with Reveal, Doc Brown, and Therapist. We formed a group called Poisonous Poets. We got signed to Sony. We put an album out. We got dropped from the label. You know the normal story. And I kind of flirted with music over the years. So this verse just kind of reflects that. Mummy said there'd be girls like her, but there ain't another in the world like her. And I'm under the spell with this Jezebel. I love how she expresses herself. I hate how she sells herself. She's seen around with any guys. The truth never lies. I honestly admire their enterprise. But she should know better. And I'm secretly in love with her. And that's the reason that I won't tell her. See, we the ships in the night passing. But the convo makes me want to take advantage. It's like I want to lose control because the melody she whispers in my ear seems to soothe my soul. I know she don't love me, but she's so good at this game that I'm stuck when she touch me. But with no plans to marry me, music's my link. I ain't trying to play happy families. Thank you. And one of the reasons that it's really a link, and I don't do this all day, every day, is because like I said at the beginning, I like boasting about myself. I really like rapping about how good I am at rapping. You would be amazed how much mileage I can get out of that. So this is a piece, it's called Webham. You can check this out. It's on Don't Flop. I'm not sure if I've done it a cappella before, but yeah, you can go on YouTube and watch me spit this. And it's just me boasting again. So hopefully you think the boasting is justified, to be honest. But it goes like this. Back with a bag of banter, yet another classic stanza. I scribble verses, write hooks like Abu Hamza. Madman, I manhandle grammar. The MC/lazy bastard/battle rapper. Cashew nuts and a can of Fanta. A couple gram of ganja and 3 holes like a happy Santa. Magic happened like abracadabra. When sun spit raps, I'm one sick cat like Fanny Cancer. Luger larynx, I reached 2012 blazing. Leaving a trail of gun smoke and empty shell casings. Hell raising, I'm at heaven's door. Angels waving white flags, spelling I surrender in semaphore. Beyond cocky, not even God stopped me. Spitting something wicked in the air like John Coffey. My flow darker than strong coffee. What more do you want from me? Alchemy rap, transform haters to knob jockeys. Recognize, they switch like Geminis. I spit live, televised, and words just roll out like kids on pedal bikes. Duracell energized, Red Bull forever fly. A man amongst men am I. I'm just a carbon-based half-cast basket case. Masters made up of mum's emotions on my father's face. Bars for days, man, I scribble till the Parker breaks. I'm bossy, I showboat at a masquerade. I body rappers, make them pass away. Pass the praise over caskets made for where the carcass of the artist lay. I duppy guys, how the fuck could anyone survive? Words are weapons and my native tongue's guns and knives. What you wanna do? You aren't me, fuck your life. You aren't T like your uncle's wife. I'm one of a fucking kind, supreme lyricist. I do me, it's limitless and unique as fingerprints. The one and only Uncle Tony. I move with the force of an unholy Obi-Wan Kenobi. That half-cast nigga, my bars are major. I'm high Skywalker, my past Darth Vader. I am the future, I'm half past later. It's Tony in a skin teeth, Ross Clark danger. Dope as a pound of puff, dope as a powder buzz. Pen in hand, I black out like a power cut. Peace. Thank you. Essentially, my whole thing, my entire life, man, is about being free of judgment. I can't, someone told me when you point the finger, there's 3 pointing back at you. So I can't look at anybody and judge them based off just the arbitrary kind of feeling that, okay, you're doing something wrong that I disagree with. There's many different reasons we find ourselves in certain situations. So this one's called Long Story, and it goes like, the first glance should start your heartstrings tugging. Instead, you walk past and depart, passing judgment. But she's used to the looks and the stares. She's aware of how she looks on the stairs, like the addict that she is. Little beggar girl, disheveled as hell. She's only 16, resembling 12. You know her well. She lives her life on the road, and for the price of a stone, she'll sell you a little slice of her soul. Well, you think this is the life that she chose? Nah, don't get it twisted. Listen, this is the only life that she knows. Long story. She suffered at the hands of mummy's punters, pedos, perverts, nonces, and monsters. Her innocence was stolen early out. Because mummy's teaching her things that she didn't need to learn about. Like our sex ain't a hobby. And she can get paid for the lay because fair exchange ain't robbery. How to be a slave to the bobby. How to cook it up, load the works and hit the vein with it properly. Now this ain't the sort of starting life that guarantees you a chance in life and a place in the afterlife. Out in the rain, no umbrella, no sunny days, just used and abused like the drugs she craved. Barely lived, barely living. I'm tired of her existence, but who cares? And who's got the time to listen to long stories? Car, you saw his picture in the paper, and then you read the article about his criminal caper. He bopped with a knife, and whilst robbing a guy, he relieved him of his wallet, his watch, and his life. And as you stare at the picture with scorn and hate, let me remind you, killers ain't born, they're made. So what took over him? Made him par with the devil, a rebel that surrendered his soul to sin. Fatherless bastard, his mummy couldn't cope with him. Sent to live with granny, she's too old for controlling him. It's unwanted and unloved, until he bucked up with a crew of like-minded young thugs. Now they just kids in proper need of guidance, but we skid. So then came the robberies, the violence, the journey into Satan's haven, where your life is the price of his reputation. And that darkness embraced him at every turn, though. And he burns with a hatred, it's a raging inferno. And you might find it a scary thought, but nobody cared for his life, so why would he really care for yours? And you think the lad's a monster, because he'll wear that prison number like it's a badge of honor. His whole life treated less than human, but who cares? And who wants to hear them excuses and long stories? Thank you. All right, the last two little pieces we're going to get into, just essentially is me since being a little kid and been running around out here making music and whatnot. I'm now working in a primary school, do hip-hop education, and just try to help the kids. You know, I'm my school's emotional literacy support assistant, which means children that have needs, not just special education needs, but have certain mental health issues and whatnot. They come to me and we speak and we discuss that and we try to get them on the right path, because it's far easier to fix it at a young age than it is to watch broken children grow up into broken adults and then try to correct it then. So really, it's just me. I've managed to turn my shit around. And I hope I offer a lot of hope to any other people who find themselves in the same or a similar situation. But this one goes. There's times I sit back, reflecting on the path that I chose, and certain routes that had led me down the darkest of roads, my flesh blemished and scarred to the bone. You might skid when your life's lived at high speed. It's hard to control in a system designed without us being in mind. And we just following the elders, blinds leading the blind, life leading to crime, fire deep in the grind, all scheming to try eat a slight piece of the pie. And there's enough to go round. Why can't we each get a slice? They ain't feeding us right. You have to turn teeth in the night if you don't want to start at 9 and be leaving at 5 until it all passes by and you just eager to die. If you want it, then you gotta take it. And that's the philosophy where there's no facilities to make it. Existing in this matrix, there's no love for us. And so much of us just living with this hatred. The truth's corrupted, the youth's corrupted, their attitude is fuck it and what they wouldn't do for ducats. Salaries get gained from yamming a bent wage, gram bagging to get paid, pack mashing a switchblade. Shit happen for quick fame, bang bang and a stick blazing. More random young man them's landing in graves. Mind shackled and enslaved just for the love of cash, man. I seen lives wasted, chasing reputations as a bad man. And we're walking round in hell, it seems, where so many people's egos grown bigger than their self-esteem. Wish I'd have seen it for what it was, because it feels real, but it's really not. It's like puppy love. I might have done certain things a way different, but experience is the only way to gain wisdom. So this is my song, but you could sing it. I couldn't have known then what I know now if I didn't live it. As a younger, little Tony D, had hopes and dreams of getting money that involved the street. A load of schemes, unloading green. I went from O's to Keys. Goal achieved, then we buy product. That's the byproduct to the coca leaf. Road, it seems, had a hold of me. I committed a sin for every holy bead upon your rosary. I kept the devil close to me. I clearly gained from the pain, but it was in exchange for the soul of me. Egotistic. But plans changed and I heeded wisdom. And nowadays I see it different. I got a reason to. I planted a seed or two, humbled by it. Big head shrunk like Beetlejuice. Now I'm giving them the best of Tony to make a decent crust and sit on top of cheese like pepperoni. That's my testimony. See, the plan is to fulfill my dreams until that big sleeps the death of Tony. Thank you. This is probably the song that means the most to me. I wrote it a long time ago, well over 10 years ago now. There are parts of it that it just represents a particular time in my life, but it's one of those things that stands the test of time for me personally, because no matter what, you'll see. Anyway, all right. In 2006, I kicked in the year in God's house with Melody, both stinking a bear. Look, this is my life's contradiction. There's the way I want to live. And then there's the way I'm really living. So many of my ways are conflicting, because I believe in God, but I ain't got no faith in religion. Or my place in a system that embraces division, because I love my life, but I hate this existence. And it's hard to even live at all. Because it seems everybody value profit over principle. And it's a funny thing. We all slaves to a wage just because we love the freedom that money brings. And we still trying to figure out, how'd you say for rainy days when it's always pissing down? So I stay extracting truth out the lies, because the believer is happy, but the doubter is wise. So how do I live the right life? Champion my black half and not alienate my white side. It seems strange, but it's a matter of fact. Some people need me to perform some sort of balancing act, because some people think your color's something serious, but you and I ain't nothing but the sum of our experience. So I don't really care how you see me. I feel like, yeah, you can talk when you're qualified to be me. Other times, it creep up and it's hard to try and stop my ego from keeping up the facade. And then that's Tony D to the nth. And when I rhyme, he gets stronger with each little breath, each verse, each chorus, and each little step. Will it cease at my death when I'm sleeping at rest? Is there a meaning to get a little deeper than flesh? Born free. And I don't really know what freedom is yet. There's times I got jokes like Malcolm in the middle. Other times I'm more militant like Malcolm at the window. There's times that I do right and times that I do wrong. From being on top of the world to my life as a blues song. See, I ain't never seen 2 days the same. So I might go with the flow, I might go against the grain. And I try to treat people how I'd like to be treated. Other times, I feel me being conceited is needed. And I've treated certain girls like the biggest skets. But I got 9 sisters that I'd let no man disrespect. Now this is just me. From the ugly to the lovely. On that, you can trust me or cuss me. Hate me, rate me, love me, lust me. Please, don't judge me and let me just be. Because the only thing the spotlight proves is under closer inspection. I'm a lot like you. See, I'm black. I'm white. I'm the darkness, the light. I'm the yin and the yang. I'm the wrong and the right. I'm the answer, the question, the truth and the lie. I'm in deep, I'm far out. I'm hello and goodbye. I'm the saint, but I'm sinning again. I'm the first and the last. Rude boy, I'm the beginning and end. I'm war, I'm peace. I'm the teacher, the student. I'm the problem. I'm the solution. I'm only human. Thank you.